Hey folks, welcome back to the Stoic journey. Have you ever wondered how to become a man so high in value that they don't just think about you occasionally, but actually find themselves longing, almost begging to have you back in their life? Like your absence leaves such a profound impact that it feels as if a crucial part of their world is missing, and they can't shake the feeling no matter how hard they try, as if every memory of you tugs at their heartstrings, making them realize that you were the one who brought something irreplaceable into their life. What if I told you this isn't just a dream, that this kind of powerful influence is well within your reach? Yes, my Stoic friends, today we're going to dive deep into a compelling strategy that's all about becoming a high-value man through the art of strategic withdrawal, knowing exactly when to step back, letting others come to terms with what they've lost, and creating a pull so strong that they can't help but find their way back to you. And no, this isn't about playing games. It's about understanding and appreciating your intrinsic worth, to the point where your absence speaks louder than your presence ever could, ready to master this. As Sen said, if you want to be that high-value man, you need to stop chasing, stop bending, and start becoming someone who naturally commands respect and admiration. It's not about begging for attention or approval. It's about embodying a level of self-respect and confidence that others can't ignore. When you cultivate this high value within yourself, you shift the entire dynamic. You become the one they seek, the one they can't get out of their mind, the one they realize they can't live without. This is the essence of Stoicism, building a rock-solid foundation of self-worth that makes you irresistible, not because you're trying to be, but because you've become so secure in who you are that others are drawn to you like a magnet. And the best part, this isn't a temporary fix. It's a lasting transformation that will make them come back. Not because you ask them to, but because they genuinely want to. Now, before we dive deep, if you're serious about becoming a high-value man who naturally commands respect and draws people back into his life, watch the video till the end, because last two strategies change your life. Take a second to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Stick with me till the end, because the final steps we're about to cover will tie everything together and reveal the ultimate key to making this transformation happen. Let's keep moving. Music forward. 1. Embrace self-respect. So folks, let's discuss the first and possibly the most critical strategy on our journey to becoming a high-value man. Embrace self-respect. This isn't just about demanding respect from others. It's about cultivating a deep, unshakable respect for yourself that radiates outward and naturally commands respect from those around you. When you truly respect yourself, others can't help but follow suit. But how do we get there? Let's dive into it at its core. Self-respect is about valuing who you are and what you bring to the table. It's recognizing your worth, setting healthy boundaries, and never compromising your principles for the sake of others. Approval, in the words of the Stoic philosopher Epicus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Self-respect means responding to life's challenges in a way that upholds your dignity and self-worth. No matter the situation, imagine this. You're in a relationship where you constantly find yourself bending over backward to make the other person happy. You're always available, always accommodating, and yet you feel like your efforts are being taken for granted. What's happening here? You're giving away your power. My friend, you're not respecting yourself enough to say this is what I deserve, and nothing less. One of the clearest ways to embrace self-respect is by setting firm boundaries. Boundaries are those invisible lines that protect your time, energy, and well-being. They're not about keeping people out. They're about defining what is acceptable and unacceptable in your interactions with others. Let's be real, saying no can be tough. We all want to be liked, to be seen as accommodating and easygoing. But here's the thing. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying no to yourself. You're chipping away at your self-respect. When you respect yourself, you understand that your time and energy are valuable, and you guard them fiercely. Think about it. How many times have you agreed to do something only to later regret it, because it drained your energy or left you feeling resentful? That's what happens when you don't set boundaries. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine confidently saying, "No, that doesn't work for me," and feeling good about it. That's the power of self-respect. Another key aspect of self-respect is maintaining your standards. This means knowing what you deserve in relationships, work, and life in general, and not settling for anything less high value. Men don't lower their standards just to keep someone in their life. They hold themselves to a high standard and expect the same from others. Let's say you're dating someone who is inconsistent. Sometimes they're Alan, and other times they're distant. If you don't respect yourself, you might make excuses for them accepting their behavior in hopes that they'll eventually change. But if you have self-respect, you recognize that inconsistency doesn't meet your standards. You communicate your needs clearly, and if they're not met, you're willing to walk away. Here's a humorous take on it. Think of yourself as a 5-star restaurant. You don't see Michelin-starred chefs accepting complaints from customers who want their food microwaved, right? They maintain their standards, knowing that their quality will attract those who truly appreciate what they offer. That's how you should see yourself. Value high standards. No compromise self-respect also manifests in how you take care of yourself. This isn't just about grooming or working out, though those are important too. It's about taking care of your mind, body, and spirit. It's about making choices that nurture your well-being rather than harm it. Imagine you've had a long, stressful week. You're exhausted, but instead of resting, you push yourself to attend a social event you're not really interested in because you don't want to disappoint anyone. What's happening here? You're not respecting your own needs. Now flip the script. Imagine listening to your body, recognizing that you need rest, and choosing to stay home to recharge. That's self-respect in action. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you're constantly putting yourself last, your soul, your very essence begins to reflect that neglect. But when you prioritize self-care, you're telling yourself and the world that you matter. High value, men respect their time, and by extension, expect others to do the same. This means not wasting time on things that don't serve your goals or contribute to your growth. It's about being intentional with how you spend your days, knowing that time is a finite resource. Think about the last time someone canceled plans on you last minute, or worse, didn't show up at all. Frustrating right now. Imagine consistently allowing this to happen. What message are you sending that your time isn't valuable? Respecting your time means not tolerating such behavior, and ensuring that those around you understand that your time is just as important as theirs. Here's a bit of humor for you. Treat your time like you would treat your Netflix password. Don't just give it out to anyone, and definitely don't let people take advantage of it. When you respect your time, you'll find that others start to do the same. Now, you might be wondering, how does embracing self-respect actually make people want to come back to me? Well, Here's the magic of it. When you respect yourself, you become magnetic. You project confidence, security, and a sense of worth that others find incredibly attractive. People are drawn to those who know their value and aren't afraid to live by it. Imagine this scenario. You're in a relationship where you've set clear boundaries, maintained high standards, and taken good care of yourself. You're not needy or desperate for their attention because you know your worth over time. Your partner starts to notice just how secure and confident you are. They realize that you're not someone who can be easily replaced, and suddenly your absence starts speaking for you. They begin to miss the high-value presence you bring to their life, and they find themselves wanting to come back. Not because you chase them, but because your self-respect made you irresistible. So as we wrap up this discussion on self-respect, I want you to remember one thing. You deserve respect, not just from others, but from yourself every day. Look in the mirror and affirm, I deserve respect better. Yet drop it in the comments below. Let it be your mantra. Because my friends, respect starts with you. If you embody self-respect, you won't just be a high-value man. You'll be a magnetic force in your own life. And the lives of others. Stay strong, stay stoic, and remember, self-respect is your secret weapon in becoming someone who not only commands attention, but also keeps it. And friends, if you have any questions, a different perspective, or an experience to share, please dive into the comments. I'm here to discuss everything in detail. And if everything is clear, that's fantastic. It means this video is truly resonating with you. So if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up, folks. Remember, this was just the first step towards becoming a high-value individual. There are still 8 more steps to explore, so stay tightly connected. You've already taken the right step by starting this journey. So why not stick around a bit longer and truly transform your life today? Let's keep moving forward. 2. Cultivate emotional stability. So folks, let's dive into our second strategy. Cultivating emotional stability. This isn't just about keeping a stiff upper lip, it's about building an inner fortress, so robust that chaos itself would think twice before knocking on your door. Imagine you're at a bustling party full of noise and clatter, but you, my friend, are the calm eye of the storm. People look at you and think, how does he do it? Everything's spinning around, yet he's in complete control. That's emotional stability, having the inner calm that makes waves stop and stare. Marcus Aurelius, our Stoic buddy, once mused, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Powerful, right? It's like saying, hey, emotions, take a back seat. I'm driving today. Now, maintaining this kind of composure doesn't mean you won't feel emotions. It means you manage them without letting them manage you. Let's break it down with an example. Imagine you're in a heated discussion where the stakes are high. Maybe it's a debate at work over a project or a personal disagreement. While others might lose their cool and say things they regret, you stay level-headed. You listen, process, and respond thoughtfully. This doesn't just help in diffusing tense situations, but it also boosts your respect and allure manifold. People start thinking, I want what he has. How can I stay so collected? Why is this important for becoming a high-value man? Well, when you're seen as someone who's unshakable, who faces life's highs and lows with the same serene demeanor, you become magnetic. It's like being a human version of a lighthouse, guiding lost ships with your steady light. Your stability becomes a comfort they crave, your presence, a soothing balm to the chaos in their lives. Now, cultivating this isn't an overnight affair. It's like building muscles. Every day, You lift those emotional weights by practicing mindfulness, reflecting on your reactions, and choosing calmness. Maybe start with deep breathing exercises or meditation, and when you feel those emotions bubbling up, take a moment, breathe, think. Is this reaction serving me, or is it just clouding my judgment? As you practice, you'll find your emotional stability becoming a core part of your identity, one that draws people back to you. They'll see you not just as a partner or friend, but as a rock-solid presence in an ever-changing world. And remember, the goal here isn't to become emotionless, but to master your emotions to such an extent that when the world expects you to fall apart, you stand stronger than ever. That's the high-value man's way, a beacon of stability in a sea of uncertainty. So, let's make it a point to nurture our inner calm every day. Drop a comment below if you're ready to be the master of your emotions. Say, "Mastering my calm." It's a simple affirmation, but a powerful commitment to living a life where you command respect and naturally draw people back into your life. Keep practicing and watch as the world starts not just noticing, but gravitating towards your newfound stability. After all, everyone wants a bit of that calm in the storm, don't they? Let's make sure they find it in you. Keep shining, Stoic warriors. 3. Develop a strong purpose. So folks, let's discuss the third strategy, developing a strong purpose. This isn't just about finding your passion, it's about defining a purpose that acts like a compass in your life, guiding every decision you make. Imagine you're at a crossroads, but instead of feeling lost, you have a trusty map that shows you exactly where to go. That's what having a strong purpose does. It provides clarity in chaos and direction when you're tempted to drift. It's about being the captain of your ship, steering steadfast through stormy seas because you know your destination. Aristotle once said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." Now, mix that with a dash of purpose, and you've got a recipe for becoming a high-value man. It's about knowing who you are, what you stand for, and where you're headed. This kind of clarity makes you irresistibly attractive, not just because you have goals, but because you have the right goals, the ones that resonate with your core values. Why does this matter? Well, think about it. When you meet someone who's all over the place, trying a bit of this, a bit of that, but never committing to anything, it's hard to see them as a high-value individual. They're like a leaf blowing in the wind, unpredictable and unsettled. But meet someone who says, "This is who I am, this is what I do, and here's why I do it." And suddenly, you're intrigued, you're impressed, and you're wanting to stick around. Let's break it down with an example. Imagine you're passionate about environmental conservation. You volunteer, you advocate, you educate others. When people see you in action, driven by a purpose bigger than yourself, they don't just see a person, they see a leader, a visionary. Your dedication to a cause makes you stand out, makes you someone worth coming back to. So, how do you develop this strong purpose? Start by asking yourself, what matters most to you? What drives you? What do you want to be remembered for? It could be anything from advancing your career to changing the world. Once you have your answer, let it guide your actions. Make decisions that align with your purpose and watch as your life begins to transform. As you embody your purpose, you'll find that others are drawn to your clarity and determination. They see a man who knows his worth and his path, qualities that command respect and admiration. They'll want to be part of your journey, not just as spectators, but as fellow travelers, inspired by your vision. And remember, folks, developing a strong purpose is a journey, not a sprint. Drop a comment below if you're ready to embark on this journey. Say, purpose-driven. It's a powerful declaration of your commitment to leading a life of meaning and impact. Keep refining your purpose and let it shine through in everything you do. That's how you become a high-value man who not only knows where he's going, but also leads the way for others. Let's inspire and be inspired, friends. Keep pushing forward with purpose in your heart and watch as the world gravitates toward your unwavering spirit. 4. Practice strategic detachment. So, folks, let's discuss the fourth strategy that's crucial in our journey to becoming high-value men: practicing strategic detachment. Now, before you think I'm suggesting you become a hermit and retreat to the mountains, relax. It's nothing that extreme. Think of strategic detachment not as pulling away coldly, but more like taking a dignified step back to let the value of your presence truly sink in. It's about giving space, not just to others, but to yourself as well, to grow, reflect, and most importantly, to be missed. Seneca once said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." Similarly, sometimes letting go a little is an act of wisdom. Imagine you're the sun. Too much of you can scorch, but just the right amount, you make life flourish. That's the balance we're aiming for. Here's a practical example. Imagine you're deeply involved with someone, and things start feeling a bit overwhelming, or you sense taken for granted vibes brewing. Instead of clinging tighter, you choose to focus on your hobbies, your growth, your peace of mind. What you're doing is creating a scenario where the other person gets space to ponder your worth. You're not playing games, you're simply reminding them and yourself of your value. Why does this matter? In the dance of relationships, be it personal or professional, the person who is slightly less available, who does not jump at every call, often holds a mysterious allure. You become like a book one can't quite finish, leaving them wondering, what's the next chapter? But remember, strategic detachment isn't about manipulation. It's about fostering a healthy respect for your own boundaries and needs. This approach commands respect because it communicates self-respect. It's showing that you value yourself enough to prioritize your well-being, which paradoxically often draws people closer. They start to realize, perhaps subconsciously, that your presence in their life is a privilege, not a given. Now, how can you implement this without causing confusion or hurt? Communication is key. It's not about being distant. It's about being upfront, about needing space to foster your interests and commitments. This clarity prevents misunderstanding and lets others know that your detachment is not rejection, but a form of self-care. As you master this art, you'll notice something incredible. People start coming to you. They recognize the quiet strength in your independence and the value you place on yourself, which in turn raises their valuation of you. So, let's pledge today to master this strategy. Drop a comment below with the words, "Embracing space." Let this be our mantra. By valuing our space, we teach others to value our presence. And here's the kicker. When you do reunite after these brief periods of detachment, the connections are often stronger, the conversations richer, and the mutual respect deeper. Isn't that something worth striving for? Remember, folks, the goal isn't to push people away, but to build such a compelling presence that they naturally feel drawn to you when you do return. Keep practicing this, and you'll not only be on their mind, but deeply embedded in their hearts. Let's go make it happen. 5. Showcase your achievements. So, folks, let's dive into our fifth strategy, showcasing your achievements. This isn't about blowing your own trumpet in a noisy parade. It's about strategically placing that trumpet where the softest notes can resonate far and wide. Seneca wisely pointed out, "No man was ever wise by chance." It's the same with achievements. They don't just happen. They're built up over days, months, years of hard work and persistence. When you showcase what you've accomplished, you're not just bragging. You're providing a roadmap of your dedication and skill. This is crucial in being recognized as a high-value man. It's like telling the world, look, here's the proof that I can and I did. Imagine you've just completed a challenging project at work, or maybe you've finally run that half marathon you've been training for. When you share these victories, small or large, you're not just sharing a moment of triumph, you're setting a precedent of what you're capable of achieving. It's like saying, if I can do this, what else can I conquer? But how does this tie back to drawing people back to you? Well, consider this. Achievements are attractive. They draw people in, often making them want to be part of your success story. Your capability becomes your allure. When people see what you've accomplished, they don't just see the success, they see the perseverance, intelligence, and dedication it took to get there. They see a partner who isn't just about lofty words, but about real, tangible results. Now, showcasing achievements is a bit like seasoning food. Too little, and it's bland. Too much, and it's overpowering. Find the sweet spot. Maybe update your LinkedIn with a new certification, share a post on social media about a volunteer event you led, or casually mention in conversations the goals you've recently achieved. Keep it humble but clear, and let the accomplishments speak for themselves. As you become more comfortable in sharing your achievements, you'll notice something incredible. People will start coming back to you, not out of nostalgia, but out of a newfound respect and admiration. They'll want to learn from you, be associated with you, or simply be a part of your journey. Onwards. Let's also not forget, as Epictetus would say, it's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. Each achievement is not just a feather in your cap, but a stepping stone to further growth, a lesson in resilience, and a testament to your strong spirit. So, are you ready to let the world see what you're made of? Drop a comment below and say, showcasing my success. Let's make it a collective affirmation to not only achieve greatness, but also to share our paths to it with the world. Keep reaching for those stars, Stoic friends. Each success builds your narrative, each achievement draws others closer, and every step you take builds the high-value man that everyone wants to come back to. Let's keep building, sharing, and inspiring. 6. Master the art of communication. So folks, let's discuss the 6th strategy to elevate your value, mastering the art of communication. This isn't about becoming a chatterbox or the life of the party. No, it's about honing your words so they act not just as mere speech, but as a magnetic force pulling others back to you. Imagine you're a maestro, and every conversation is a symphony. You're not just playing notes, you're creating harmony. This means listening intently, speaking with purpose, and ensuring that your words build bridges rather than walls. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Powerful, right? It's like saying, hey, listen up, because your ears are about to do more heavy lifting than your tongue. Why is effective communication crucial for becoming a high-value man? Well, it's simple. When you communicate effectively, you command respect. You're seen as thoughtful and considerate, someone who values not just his own words, but also honors the voices of others. This kind of respect is essential in drawing people, not just to you, but back to you. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine you're in a negotiation, whether in a boardroom or deciding where to dine. By using clear, confident communication, you make your points without steamrolling others. You give space to their thoughts, creating a dialogue that's both engaging and respectful. This doesn't just endear you to them in the moment, it leaves a lasting impression that makes them want to come back for more. So let's start practicing this art every day, whether it's in emails, calls, or coffee runs. Use your words to connect deeply, and why not drop a comment below with your favorite conversation starter? Let's call it words that win. Sharing these could not only help you, but also inspire our community to become communication maestros in their own right. Remember, the way you communicate can change the way you're perceived, making every word you choose a powerful step toward becoming the high-value man who others not only admire, but also desire to have back in their lives. Keep talking, keep inspiring, and let's keep growing, Stoic friends. 7. Invest in your physical and mental well-being. So folks, let us discuss the 7th strategy, investing in your physical and mental well-being. Now, this isn't just about hitting the gym or meditating because it's trendy. It's about building a fortress so strong that both your mind and body are prepared for anything, be it a zombie apocalypse or an unexpected family reunion. Seneca wisely said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This is our Stoic call to action, to never stop improving both the body and the mind. Think of yourself as a vintage car. The better you maintain it, the more heads you turn. Imagine you start each day with a brisk jog. Not only does this keep you physically fit, but the endorphin rush also clears your mind, setting a positive tone for the day. Combine this with a meditation session where you're not just sitting quietly, but actively sorting through your thoughts and aligning your goals. This isn't just good maintenance, it's an upgrade to your internal operating system. Why does this matter for becoming a high-value man? Well, when you're in top physical and mental shape, you radiate confidence and vitality. People see you not just as a body with a mind, but as a well-tuned, harmonious being who handles life's challenges with strength and grace. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to come back to someone who's as refreshing and invigorating as a cold drink on a hot day? So take this as your motivation to invest in yourself. Start small if you have to. Swap out that morning pastry for something green, or trade some screen time for a few pages of a good book. Every little bit counts. Now let's make a pact to keep ourselves sharp, both in mind and body. Drop a comment below with "I'm tuning up" to show you're on board. Remember, the investment you make in yourself pays the best interest, and it's guaranteed to make you a man they'll want to come back to. Let's get stronger every day and watch as the world takes notice. 8. Be selective with your time and energy. So folks, let's delve into our 8th strategy. Be selective with your time and energy. Think of yourself as the CEO of a top-notch company. You wouldn't just let anyone waltz into your office for a meeting, right? Your time and energy are your most valuable assets, and how you allocate them says everything about your value. Seneca, our Stoic sage, once advised, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." So let's not be the person who's everywhere and nowhere, spreading themselves so thin that they become the human equivalent of a buttered toast, barely there. Imagine this. You're invited to multiple events this weekend, but instead of rushing to attend them all and pleasing everyone, you choose just one, the one that aligns with your interests, where you can engage meaningfully. It's about quality over quantity. You're not being snobbish, you're just prioritizing where you can shine the brightest and give the most of yourself without burning out. Being selective means valuing your own time as much as you value the time of others. It's about recognizing that not every opportunity, invitation, or request deserves your yes. It's okay to say no. In fact, saying no can often be the most high-value thing you can do. It shows that you respect yourself, and this respect, in turn, makes others respect your time and energy. By being selective, you send a powerful message about your worth. You teach others how to value you by showing them that you value yourself. And guess what? This makes you even more attractive. People are drawn to someone who knows their worth and isn't afraid to show it. So let's make a pledge today to be more selective. Drop a comment below with "choosing wisely" to affirm your commitment to this principle. Remember, every choice you make is a reflection of your self-respect. Choose wisely, live passionately, and watch as those who truly appreciate your worth gravitate back towards you. Keep valuing your time and let them come back to you. 9. Stay consistent in your actions. So folks, let's unpack our 9th strategy, staying consistent in your actions. Consistency is like that trusty old pair of jeans, always reliable and never goes out of style. It's about being the same stand-up guy day in and day out, not just when it's convenient. Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Consider consistency as your daily polishing, ensuring you shine even through the rough patches. It's about aligning your actions with your values consistently, not just when the spotlight's on you. Imagine this. You promise your friend you'll help them move on the weekend. Saturday rolls around, and suddenly you'd rather binge watch your favorite show. But no, you're a man of your word. You show up as promised, and that's what sets you apart. This kind of reliability builds trust and respect among those around you, making them value and miss your presence even more when you're not around. Being consistent means that your words and actions match up regularly. It's about creating a predictable pattern of behavior that people can depend on. When you're consistently kind, consistently respectful, and consistently present, you're not just a high-value man, you're indispensable. And here's the kicker. When you're consistently showing up as your best self, you're teaching others how to treat you and what to expect from you. This consistency in your character becomes the cornerstone of all your relationships, drawing people back to you, not out of need, but out of desire for your reliable, positive presence. So let's commit to this. Drop a comment saying, "Consistency is key," and show the world you're ready to be the reliable rock others can lean on. Keep pushing, keep shining, and let your consistent actions speak louder than any words ever could. Your steadfastness is what will truly make them come back to you. Here's to being the high-value man who's as constant as the northern star, steady, dependable, and always guiding the way. And there you have it, folks. If you're ready to step up and become the high-value man who naturally draws people back into his life, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with friends, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful insights. Your engagement helps us keep delivering content that makes a real difference. Ready to transform? Let's make it happen together. Leave a comment below and join the journey. Keep striving, keep shining, and see you in the next video.